Drake is back in court in a legal battle with UMG once again. This comes after the Toronto rapper rejects any Grammy submissions for his three latest albums, HABITI, Maid of Honor, and Iceman. Now, Iceman is seeing massive success right now, actually surpassing whatever everyone thought was gonna be the numbers. This album is dominating on Billboard charts in a different type of way, also leading Drake to surpass greats like Michael Jackson and Jay-Z on Billboard charts. So Drake is already having a crazy 2026 after suffering an embarrassing loss to Kendrick Lamar. And though Drake was pretty much down in the dumps the last couple of years, it seems as though all of the hate is somehow vanishing, somehow disappearing. I mean, after all, it is Drake. He is literally probably the biggest artist in hip-hop, period, in the world, or history for that matter. These numbers, how Drake is doing, is not shocking. This is basically what Drake is supposed to be doing as a high-tier artist. The problem is, Drake don't want none of his albums being in the Grammys. Not at all. He literally wants nothing to do with the Grammys. You understand why? It was not that long ago when Lucien Grange and Dr. Dre slapped each other high five as Not Like Us made history at the Grammys for the amount of awards it was winning. This record got pushed to the moon. It was a global record. Everyone knew the record, and it literally led to Drake filing a lawsuit over the song just because it was promoting him being an NYPDFer. And he lost that lawsuit too. Yeah, suing wasn't worth it. That battle was just a prime example that all is fair in war. Family got mentioned, people's parents got mentioned. It was very personal. It did some damage, but it did not stop Drake from going platinum once again. It did not stop Drake from making history again, because at the end of the day, it is Drake. But now we have another UMG court battle between Drake and UMG. There is definitely a huge difference in opinion on whether these songs should be put into the Grammys or not. According to my mixtapes, sources close to Drake's OVO circle say the Recording Academy reached out to both Drake and Universal Music Group about submitting Iceman, HABITI, and Maid of Honor for Grammy consideration. Drake reportedly turned down the idea due to his long-time lack of interest in the award system. Despite that, UMG is allegedly still pushing for the albums to be submitted, reportedly creating tension that has led Drake to consider legal action against the label. Drake is completely done with UMG. He just dropped 3 albums. He fulfilled his contract. Drake is about to be the biggest free agent in music history. But truthfully, that doesn't happen until Drake is finished with this war against UMG. Listen, Drake done fought tooth and nail to try to take down UMG, but Aubrey is not bigger than the program. He's an artist just like there's multiple artists, but he also ain't the label though. He's not the guy that's pulling the strings. He's not the head at UMG. I personally believe that there was definitely a situation that happened with UMG and Drake prior to him having a battle with Kendrick Lamar that would lead to this favoritism towards Kendrick. In my personal opinion, I think the label took favoritism towards Kendrick and leaned towards Kendrick and helped Kendrick more than they'd helped Drake. It's clearly a beef in between Drake and UMG, because remember, UMG had workers that worked directly with Aubrey. Aubrey also had muscle at UMG that led to Wordstar taking down the original upload of the story of Adidon, which was a diss towards Drake. Back in that certified lover boy era, Drake really had the pull back then, but now it's a different tune, champ. UMG and Drake are no longer that close like they used to be. Even though Drake has rapped the lines about him and Lucien being like Kobe and Shaq and all that, apparently that ain't how Lucien feels. Drake is learning that he don't really got that many friends in the music business and how cutthroat the music business actually is. No, we can say he's being picked on is Drake really being picked on? Because we know that Drake has done a lot of these things to himself. We know about the dirty situation that he did when it came to Lil Wayne's girl and him doing things with Lil Wayne's girl while he was incarcerated. And though Wayne forgave him for that, it's just nasty because Aubrey literally lets his urges get the best of him. Hence to why all the gambling takes place, all the drinking that we've seen over the years. Drake has snaked people too, just like Lucien Grange and them, just like anyone else in the music business. Drake has done as much snaking as the labels have done. You have a bunch of people saying that you took my song, you used my record without my permission, you took my cadence to use on your song, you took my beat and you didn't ask for it, you didn't pay me for it. I believe that something comes with that. I believe for every action there is a reaction. What Drake had happened to him when it came to this whole Kendrick versus Drake situation was supposed to happen just by nature, champ. Yeah, this was just nature taking its course. That's all it was, gang. I mean, yeah, he definitely went through a tough time, and anyone would. If you are one of the people that's on top of the game, you take on another elite juggernaut in the game, and you lose, champ, there's no telling where your career could go from there. And for a second, Drake was not looking too hot after that battle. But he was supposed to lay low anyway because that was the smart thing to do. Drake is big enough to get over something like that. You gotta be a really big artist to get over losing a battle, because nobody really recovers from that. Meek Mill to this day isn't taken serious because he lost to Drake in such a way. For Drake to even come back this way with everything that was against him, it's kind of crazy, and it just shows you how crazy his impact is, how big of a rapper he actually is, because most people ain't surviving that, champ. I'm gonna be real. Just like Jay-Z survived Ether, alright? Listen, the general consensus says that Jay-Z lost. Cool. Some people feel like he didn't lose. Doesn't matter. Was it a bad time for Jay? Yes. But Jay-Z also didn't suffer any ultimate fate to where he fell off the map. It wasn't, hey, we gonna forget about this guy because he's old news and this is the guy. Like, that didn't happen. Jay-Z bounced back. Drake bounced back. I'm basically saying that when you're big enough, when you have that type of reach, that type of influence, when you have a fan base that is that strong, there's really no stopping you no matter what happens, champ. No matter what. It's just a fact. Like, these guys are unbeatable, champ. And yeah, Drake lost the battle but basically won the war though. And I'm not really a fan of Drake per se. I'm not somebody gonna be out here just bumping Drake, but I do understand the influence. I do understand how many people do adore and admire this person. So I'm no idiot. I'm no fool. I'm just doing simple math to make it make sense. But it's gonna be hard for Drake to ever win against UMG because I think UMG's lawyers are just elite level. I mean, he's gonna try to sue based on them trying to put his songs or his albums in the Grammys, trying to submit those songs, those albums. But will he really win against these guys? Because I don't even see Drake winning that. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I get it. You don't want to be a part of the Grammys. Yeah, this is the same Grammys that pretty much had a song against you get a ton of awards. So listen, I'm not mad at Drake for that, but I don't know if he's gonna win this. He's currently had issues with UMG, still has issues with UMG. I mean, it got to a point where Drake went on his Finsta and posted Lucien Grange's daughter-in-law and etc., which is Elliot Grange's wife. Listen, it got real nasty. It's still getting nasty. And listen, Drake is basically a free agent, technically speaking, or on the verge to being one, because he's already fulfilled his contract. It's $400,000 that they gave him. All right, this is the ROI. This is the ROI. This is what it is, right? He just gave us 3 albums back to back to back, and that's what it is, man. Iceman's going crazy. Iceman's definitely taking the summer for sure. That goes without saying. I mean, listen, outside is speaking for itself. Let me just say that. Outside is speaking for itself. Will he even have any success in court with UMG? I don't think so. But maybe you think different. Maybe there's people who think that he might win this. Maybe someone believes the Drake's legal team might get it together and might win this one against this whole Grammy situation that Drake don't want to be a part of, gang. Listen, I'm just trying to be real about the situation, gang. Gang, how do y'all feel about this in the comment section, man? Is Drake gonna have any success getting out of this whole Grammy submission situation? Is UMG gonna destroy Drake in court again? Listen, I want y'all to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not. It's very important that you do so. Also, hitting that hype button is very key to helping the mayor go crazy. And if you're brand new to the mayor's channel, make sure you subscribe right now. Turn on all notification bells so you get all of the mayor's updates. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. You ready, gang? It's the mayor. The one and only New York Mayor F. Mom Donnie, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.